Hey guys, I'm a guitarist, music producer, and audio engineer. In this video, I want to teach people how to make beats from scratch. This is for like very beginners. If you're someone that always wanted to learn how to make a beat but didn't know how to start, this video is for you. I'm gonna teach you like the very basic. The problem is most of the time when people teach, they just dive right into the beat making. Like they don't show you how to like start like from scratch. And that's a problem, because if you're new to it and you're just learning just as a hobby, you just want to learn how to do it, you won't know what you're doing. So that's why I'm trying to teach y'all today how to do that, right? Because if you don't know these basic things, it's gonna be hard for you to learn right off the bat how to make beats, right? And the problem that comes up a lot is that you're trying to learn two things at one time. You're trying to learn how to make a beat, and you're also trying to learn how to program at the same time. If you don't know how to work the program and you don't know how to make a beat, that's confusion. It's gonna take you way longer to learn anything you wanted to do in the first place. So I'm gonna show you how to quick start in making a beat. Let's get into it. All right, so right here you see, I call this the rhythm tree, right? Within the rhythm tree, you have a construct of values of notes, right? It's a whole note. And I will explain that further. These are half notes. These are quarter notes. These are eighth notes. And these are 16th notes. Okay? Now I'm gonna show you how that connects and applies to a music program. As you can see right here, this is a whole note, and a value in most songs, 4/4 time signature. You don't have to learn about that right now, but 4/4 signature is 4 beats per measure. So I'm gonna show you what that sounds like in a second. So this is a whole note right here. It lasts for 4 beats, but it only sounds like on the first beat of the measure. So let me show you what that sounds like. Basically, it sounds like this: 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I was to switch that to an instrument, let's say a piano, right? If I was to switch that to an instrument, it sounds like this: 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Right? As a whole note. It lasts for 4 counts, but it only starts on the, so it just holds out for the 4 measures, right? And now let's go back to the beat tree. You see these 2 half notes, and I want you to pay attention to what I'm showing you. When you come into a program like Logic or any other type of program, they have these beat grids, right? So on the beat grid, it shows these markers. When you play the notes in or click onto the notes, you can click notes in as well. It gives you a value of how long you want to make the note length, right? And so this right here is a perfect whole note. And I will break down the measures further as well and further in the video. This is a whole note right here, and this is what it looks like within the program if you put it on the program right here. And the next one is a half note. I'm gonna go back up to the beat tree real quick. You see everything in the beat tree is a multiple of each other. I like to think about it as like, let's say money, right? $1, let's say $1 is $1, right? If you break $1 in half, you have 2 50 cents, right? 50-50. So the half notes 50-50, right? You break your dollar down even more, you get quarters, right? Quarter, right? Now, in order to break quarters down, you have eighth notes, right? So the eighth notes are half the value of a quarter note. A quarter note is half a value of a half note. A half note is a half a value of a whole note. And further down, you can keep breaking it down. And then you got 16th notes. And I just stopped there for a reason. That's really all you need to know starting off right here. 16 notes, eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. All right, so now we're on half notes. Half notes holds out, like I said, half of the value of a whole note. So half notes is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I got these numbers like this. And so on the 1, and then you got the 2. I put these as like ghost notes, so it still holds that value, but you're not really hearing that value because it's holding it out. But I put it there so it still have a value in place. So it's 1, 3. So that's how it looks right here on a program like Logic, or if you go into FL Studios or Reason or whatever, you have these tick marks in the beat grid. You got to know these things. This is what the half notes look like in the program. So that's why I have a side-by-side comparison for that. And let's go back to the program. These are half notes. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, right? That's how long a half note value lasts, right? That's what it sounds like. Now we go to the quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically how you count something, right? And I changed the color so you can see the separation from each note, right? And this is what it looks like when you plug it into the program right here on the grid. And this is what the quarter notes look like in actual music form. And it lasts 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We go back to the program. It's very simple. If you got it so far, it's very simple. Counting 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And you notice how I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. The reason for that is because each measure holds 4, like I said, 4 beats per measure. Each measure holds 4 notes, and the next measure holds 4 notes. There's a new measure. So when someone says play 16 bars, it's because each bar, this is 1 bar, this is 2 bars, this is 3 bars, this is 4 bars, this is 5 bars, 6 bars, and on forward. So you get 16 bars. So that's what the bar is. And you have 4 beats per bar, or 4 beats per measure. That's what that means. Eighth notes look like this right here. 1, and the plus sign is N. So 1 N, 2 N, 3 N, 4 N. It's what it looks like on the program right here. 1 N, 2 N, 3 N, 4 N. 1 N, 2 N, 3 N, 4 N, 1 N, 2 N, 3 N, 4 N. And I set it up like this so when you start making your drum patterns, this is basically how you make a drum pattern. And I'll show you an example of what that sounds like when you put it all together at the end. So yeah, these are 16th notes right here. And you count those: 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and And this is what it looks like in the program right here. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and right? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So that's like the basic as far as just knowing how everything fits within on the grid and how everything looks when it fits on the grid. And and this also applies to music notes as well, but that's another video and I'll show you that later. Now on this page, I want to show you how it applies in modern music, right? So I showed you quarter notes earlier, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And modern music, if it's like a faster paced song, the snare, when you hear a snare in the song, it hits on a 3, right? I'll show you what that sounds like. And when it's a slower type of song, it hits on a 2 and the 4 of that measure. So like when I was explaining the measures and the notes and how the numbers work, right? The 1, the 2, and the 3, and the 4 within that measure, the beats within that measure, not the next measure, but the beats within that measure. This is what it sounds like. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Right now, when you put certain beats together in rap music or in R&B music, or really any type of music, you have hi-hats, you have snares, you have bass drums and stuff. So this is how it would kind of sound within that. You get a sense of how things fit musically from a drum standpoint. And when you know the value of each length of the note, you can start applying that to actual melodies as well. So basically that's really what I want to explain. I made one more chart thing so you can understand one more thing about this. Like, this is very important. When you're opening music programs that have beat grids, right? And everything that I showed you basically outlines the beat grid. These tick marks right here, the 1, 2, 3, 4. This from here to here is a quarter note. From here to here is a quarter note right here. So this is the start of the next note, or the next beat. I mean, this is the start of the next beat right here. This is the start of the next beat right here. Right there, and, you know, right there, it carries on to the next measure, the next bar. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, just like the quarter notes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like this right here. 1, 2, 3. It looks like that right here. These quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that's what those big ticks right here looks like. That's what they stand for, right? It's the start of the new 1 right here of the next measure. It's the start of the new 1. Okay, so the smaller marks are the division of it. From here to here is an eighth note, right? From here to here, this is an eighth note. So this would be the N that I was showing you. The 1 N, 2 N, 3 N. 1 N, 2 N, 3 N, 4 N. Right? Okay. Those are the eighth notes. These right here are the 16th notes, as well as the eighth note, because the 16th note is the subdivision of eighth notes, which is the subdivision of a quarter note, which is a subdivision of a whole note. Right? So this would be 1 E and a. So it'd be 1 E and a, and so on. 1, 2 E and a, and it matches up with this right here. 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, and that's how everything fits on the grid. Those are basically just the subdivisions of that, and that's what it looks like on the grid. So what the 16th notes look like on the grid. So what the eighth notes look like on the grid. These are what quarter notes look like on the grid. These are what half notes look like on the grid. This is what a whole note look like on the grid. If you understand those basic principles, you're way further than most people already. And then on the next video, I can show you your drum patterns, and then we can get more in depth with melodies. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.